What's up, everybody? We are back with another video, and we're doing yet again another buyer POV video. We're at the Lake Nona Collects show. This is the first time I've made my way out to this show. We've got wifey here today.
Hello.
And we're gonna be doing some shopping, looking for all kinds of different stuff, probably looking for a couple tag teams, looking for some reverse stamp hollows, but we're gonna go ahead and make our way inside and let's get shopping. So the show is down in Lake Nona area at the Drive Shack Orlando. This is a place we've never been to before. Me and Macy aren't big golfers, so it's not a place we frequent. The good news is Macy has gotten her coffee already this morning. I don't even think anyone saw that, but we've got her coffee and now it's my time to enjoy myself. Macy's such a good partner though. She joins in all this fun and she lets me buy cards, which is cool.
Along for the ride.
She's along for the ride, but we're gonna go ahead and make our way inside and see what they got. Right as soon as we walked in, saw BC Collectibles. My boy, his brother is actually running the booth here today over here at the Lake Nona Collect show, but something I wanted to point out is these Pokemon Center Japanese boxes. Super cool. This is the one of the three that are coming out. There's two that I really wanna grab, and so I'm gonna have to hit them up and see if I can end up getting two of these. Ran into a booth with a ton of tag teams and found a nice full art of the Muck and Alolan Muck, and they've got a couple others, so I'm gonna kind of take my look around and see if we can maybe make a deal on a few of these, but right off the rip, a couple really nice ones. I feel like one of those things that I don't normally do is show you guys me looking up on TCG Player. The current load listed is about 40 bucks. But when I look at the last sales, we're at about 20, 25. So maybe I can see if I can get a little bit under 20 bucks. All right, we're gonna end up picking it up. It's a super clean copy, so I'm gonna offer him 20 bucks. So we're gonna do $20 cash. There you are. Thanks, dude, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Pretty wide selection of stuff here at the show. I've seen a lot of sports stuff. I've seen some Magic stuff, but definitely a fair share of Pokemon stuff as well. But it's always cool to see that there's like a wide range of things. But of course, I'm hunting after Pokemon, but exciting to see that all the collectible hobbies are doing super well. In one of the last buyer POV videos, we ran into the Cardvester LLC, and they had mentioned that they had a Dugong e-reader hollow that is super, super sick, and it's crazy clean. This is definitely one that I really want to pick up today. I love the card so much. They've got a bunch of really nice stuff, but this one is definitely one that I want to try and see if I can snag. We're gonna do a little checking on comps. They're checking the price right now too, and see if we can make a deal happen.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, we're gonna pick it up. This thing is stupid clean, so nice. Once again, the Cardvester LLC, huge shout out to the boys. Big shout out to the guys. They do it great here. They're hooking me up. We're gonna end up doing it for 200, so I'm gonna Zell them 200, and we're picking this bad boy up. This is definitely one that I really wanted in my collection, so super stoked. I think this is one worthy of sending out to get graded. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, dude. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Jordan. Hey, thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you guys. Good to see you guys. Vester LLC, hook them up, guys. Shout them out. Follow them, all the socials. Kind of funny, one of those things I was just talking about with one of the vendors. It is a Collecticon weekend, so I have seen some cards spike in pricing, and it just kind of makes you wonder, are they getting pumped up so that way they could sell at some excessive prices during Collecticon weekend? It really makes you think, like, look at the Moonbreon price right now. It is shot up like crazy, and it is a Collecticon weekend. So Macy really wants to start a whole binder of Pokemon with their tongue sticking out. And so we found this Licky Tongue e-reader that we're gonna take a look at, see if we can end up picking it up for her. But what a funny little binder idea. I love that idea so much. Exactly this. This is the kind of cards that Macy wants to start collecting, and I love it. If she's gonna start collecting, I'm 100% gonna buy this. So we're gonna look up the price, see if we can do a little deal for it, and we're gonna pick up her first card, her first ever card.
So there's one small listing. I think I would do like 16 on it.
Did you do 15? Sure. Cool, sweet. Appreciate it, man. Cash, yeah, I got you, cash. Got change for a 5. Cool. Yeah, 15. Awesome. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Macy's first card. All right, everybody, we just bought Macy her first ever Pokemon card, and now I've started the snowball effect. I can now buy more cards. because if she's buying cards, I can buy more cards. I just bought her the card. We ended up doing it for 15. We saw a couple different prices, right around 16, 18 bucks on TCG Player, so we ended up doing it for 15 bucks, but Macy is officially now a collector. So at this show, there's a couple different floors in this space, and so we're on the second floor now. We're gonna make our way around, take a look in here, see if we can find anything good. But I think we're ready for a drink as well. Macy's done with her coffee. She bought her first card. She's ready for a drink. Talked about it in one of my last videos, how I'm kind of starting to look for more of these reverse stamp cards. I love the stamp, and the Whooper is just so derpy. Look at his face, so goofy. Really good one, but they've got actually a slew, and I saw a couple in the binders that I'm gonna have to pull out and see if we can make a deal. All right, we've done pretty good so far. We've picked up a couple cards. Even Macy has a card now. Pretty good. But we're sitting at the bar now, and I think we're gonna have a drink. And once we have a drink, we'll get back to looking at everything. It is cracking right now, though. There is so many people here, so we're gonna take a little break, have a little drink. Cheers, Mom. I was just telling Macy, I don't really like, you know, the LP, MP cards unless it's some ridiculously nice card, like maybe a gold star or something like that. Then I could work with getting kind of a lower graded card. But I really like my nice, clean cards. And Macy said that I was
bougie. He likes Gucci taste.
Bougie. I'm like Gucci taste when it comes to Pokemon cards. So, hey, you know, you like what you like. Okay, we ran into the craziest collection of Noibat cards I've ever seen. There's 10s everywhere. He's got them graded in a circle, circles of Noibats, but just an obscene amount of Noibat cards. Crazy. Okay, over at Sunseeker Collectibles, he's the gentleman that has the obscene amount of Noibats, and we ran into a couple really cool stamp cards. The Charmander, beautiful, from Crystal Guardians, and then also the Kingler, one of my favorite mods from Crystal Guardians as well. We had it priced at about 80. We're gonna do 75 total. Couple super clean copies, really excited about these. We're gonna pick them up, 75. We're sending it via Zelle right now. Cool, appreciate you, man. Nice to meet you, man, thanks.
Take them aside, I'll go take it out.
Sweet. Okay, we're making our way up to the third and final level of the show. I do wanna go back and hit up the first floor again, kind of make our way through, kind of check everything out, but the third floor is a lot less busy, so let's take a look, check out, see if there's any more deals. But we've picked up a couple of good cards in one of my grails, the Dugong Hollow from Aquapolis. I kind of talked about it in a past video how I'm kind of getting priced out of a lot of the tag teams, so I'm now shifting my focus over to the reverse stamps, and so looking for a bunch of them here today. I've seen quite a bit, so definitely picked up a couple as well, but like I said, you know, always kind of fluctuating what I'm picking up at times, but cool to see that, you know, I'm able to kind of find a new thing that I really enjoy. I'm definitely going to be starting up a binder of just all the stamp reverses. My boy Woke Nine Tails, he's picked up something really cool, man. This really cool stuff. Crazy. He's got this insane collection that he just picked up of Gengar and Mewtwo, but he showed me, I showed off my little Dugong purchase, and so he showed me this. This is wild. It's like pop 40, something like that, but dude, the holo on this thing just goes crazy. But if you guys need any kind of Gengar or Mewtwo stuff right now, he picked up an insane amount. Hit him up on Instagram. I'll pop it up on the screen. Just ran into someone that watches the channel. Shout out Ethan. You're the man, dude. Thank you for watching the channel, and thanks for coming up to me and saying hello. That was really cool. Awesome, honestly. So if you guys ever see me out there and about at the shows, say hello. Don't be afraid to. That was a really cool experience. Shout out Ethan. This makes me so proud. I like lost Macy, and she's over here looking through the cards, looking for a new card to pick up. It makes me just so proud. We are all wrapped up at the Lake Nona Collect show. What a great show. That was a ton of fun. A lot of vendors.
Hot and sweaty.
We're hot and sweaty. It was a great show, though, honestly. I picked up a ton of really cool cards, some tag teams, some reverse stamps. I ended up getting one of my ultimate grail cards, the Aquapolis Dugong Hollow, in an insane clean condition. I think I need to grade it, honestly, but I just have to say big shout out to all the vendors. It was a ton of fun. Big shout out to the Lake Nona Collect show. And best of all, Macy started collecting today, which is a huge, huge deal to me because now I can go hunting for cards for her. Even better, but we're gonna make our way out, do some lunch, and then we'll make my way home. I'm gonna do what I always do. We're gonna go over to the market, see how we did today, and see how we fared throughout the course of the Lake Nona Collect show. If you guys have been watching all the way through though, hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? We're almost at 1,000. We might be at 1,000 by now, probably not, but we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen. All right, it's the next day and we're taking a look at the market and how we did yesterday at the Lake Nona Collect show. I had a ton of fun and it was really awesome to have Macy there with me, and no better way to kick off Macy's collecting career and her picking up the Lickitung from Aquapolis. Super cool card. I love the fact that she's gonna start collecting. It makes my heart so warm and fuzzy. But we ended up picking this up for her, looking at TCG Player. About $9 is the lowest on TCG Player. The recent sales though, 16, 16, 20, 16, 8, 8. We ended up picking this up for 15 bucks. I was more than happy to pick it up for 15 bucks because Macy actually wanted a card. So was more than happy to do that. Now going to our first and only tag team of the day, we have the Alolan and regular Muck GX, the full art from Unbroken Bonds. We ended up snagging that for 20 bucks. The lowest current listing on TCG Player is $40. And then looking at the market price, we're about $22. Looking at the last sales, 20, 25, 24, 19, 26, 25. So we got it a couple bucks under market price. So happy about that one. The next one we ended up snagging was the Kingler. As I've said, I'm starting to maneuver my collecting into these reverse stamps. I think they look super cool. And Kingler, being a Watermon, of course this is the Delta species, but being a Watermon, I really wanted to pick it up. It's such a cool card. The current lowest listed on TCG Player is 45 bucks, and then the market price is $31. We'll take a look at some of the last sales. We've got one sale for 45 and then another sale for 17. So not a ton of sales for it. And I ended up picking up both that and the Charmander Delta species. And we ended up scoring both of these for 75. So pretty much paid 25 bucks for the Kingler. And then now we've got the Charmander that was 50 bucks. Looking at it on TCG Player, the lowest listed is $95. And then the last sales we have are 99, 95, 50. So there was two really big sales, and then 50, 50, 40, 40. Super clean copy. Honestly, there's only one tiny little speck on the back. I still kind of want to send it out to get graded, but super cool. I love it. One of the original 151 and one of the original starters. So definitely one I had to pick up. The crown jewel of today's pickups though is the Dugong Holo number 6 from Aquapolis. And we're talking about an insane clean copy. Super clean. So big shout out to the Cardvestors LLC. Those guys hooked me up big time. I have to say thank you so much to those guys. It was a card we talked about in a previous video. Like I had mentioned that I was looking for that card. They said they recently found it at a pickup from a collection they just grabbed, and they ended up bringing it. So really happy that they ended up bringing it, and it's such a clean copy. I really am considering getting it graded. But the lowest current listing on TCG Player is $380. And then if we're gonna look at some of the last sales, we've got 200, 250, 145, 109. I'm kind of interested to look at the photos of these that ended up selling. Honestly, there's a little bit of whitening up top on the right. And then, yeah, I mean, honestly though, insane that we were able to pick that up. Oh, whoops. Then we'll go to this one that went for 250. We'll take a look at that one too. Still a little bit of whitening on all the corners, and there's like no whitening on this one. So I am so happy. This is a card that I've always wanted in my collection. Dugong, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I used it for my first playthrough ever in Pokemon Blue. I had a seal, and then when it evolved into Dugong, I ended up running Dugong, and it absolutely smashed the Elite Four that I ended up running through with Dugong. So something that's super nostalgic to me. I've never had the opportunity to open a Quapolis. I don't know if I'll ever get that opportunity to open up that set. So to kind of go after one of the main big hits, obviously not the biggest hit, the main hit, but my biggest hit out of the set. Super, super happy I was able to pick this up, and I snagged it for 200 bucks. So crazy deal. Super, super thankful for all the vendors. Again, such an awesome time, such a great show, but we'll go ahead and wrap up the video. What an awesome day of pickups. It was such a great time. I have to say big shout out to every single vendor we dealt with today, to the Lake Nona Collect show that put on the show, and to also a couple of you guys. Big shout out again to Ethan for coming up to me, chatting with me about his collection, talking a little bit about the tag team chase I've been going on. And also there was a gentleman at the end of the day that yelled from his car, "What's your channel?" And I ran up to him, gave him a sticker, showed him my channel, and just big shout out to every single one of you guys. That was really cool to have that interaction. I hope I get to have more of those interactions because I love sharing this hobby with everyone, and I just love building up a community. The title zone, right? All of you guys, I really love building up this community. I wanna hear down in the comments below though, what reverse stamp card should I be going after next? I know that Whooper was a great one. Might be one I have to pick up. I usually see those guys at all the different shows, but maybe that's one of them I need to snag. If you guys have hung out all the way till the end, I wanna say thank you so much. Leave a like on the video, and don't forget, subscribe. We are probably, I don't really know at the time of filming this video, we're probably really close to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, and if we're already there, way to go, keep it up. Let's go to the next goal. But the goal is 1,000 subscribers. I just wanna say thank you guys for joining into the channel, being a part of the Title Zone, because I love building up this community. Until next time, we'll see you later, Title Zone. No way, I can't believe it. Dugong. Sheesh.